Is Florida at risk? High tidal forecasters expect a major hurricane to approach the Caribbean this weekend. Accuweather. The newly formed Tropical Depression 13 is expected to turn into a strong hurricane by end of the week, according to National Hurricane Center. The National Hurricane Center tracks 3 systems in the Atlantic. That's half of what you watched last week. Track all active storms. The disturbance in the mid-Atlantic will continue to move in a west-northwest direction and needs to be monitored. The Florida Public Radio Emergency Network said, any impact to the U.S. mainland won't be until next week. Accuweather forecasters predict it will develop into a Category 3 hurricane in eastern Puerto Rico by Saturday morning and rapidly evolve into a Category 4 storm by Sunday. Beast under construction. Hurricane season forecast. Lee breaks record before he's even born. Recent indications suggest that the storm track could vary over a wide area stretching north from the U.S. East Coast to eastern Canada, or even completely offshore, according to Accuweather. Either way, many of the beaches along the U.S. East Coast are likely to have stronger surf and dangerous currents. Areas of interest along the Caribbean and along the East Coast from Florida, Maine will need to pay close attention. This feature, depending on path this system takes. The expected time frame for potential impacts to United States and Atlantic Canada could be September 1st, 1316, said Accuweather meteorologist Brandon Buckingham. Bermuda, as it is in eastern North America, should definitely follow this system, especially at this time of year, said Jim Cantore, meteorologist at the Weather Channel. Invest 95L is the one to watch most likely this week and next as we approach a timely MDR hurricane. As the guide suggests, track guidance also tended to move away from the Leeward Islands. But until it became official, TJVGM4B7 Court. Jim Cantore September 5, 2023. The good news is that the 95L is on the radar right now and we probably have more than a week to watch it. The Florida Department of Emergency Management said system does not pose a direct threat to Florida for at least the next 710 days, but system should continue to be monitored. A tropical wave identified elsewhere in the Atlantic as Invest 96L is moving away from the African coast and could turn into a tropical depression later this week. Post-tropical Hurricane Franklin is still floating around, located several hundred miles north of Azores. The system may acquire some subtropical or tropical features as it moves south between Azores and Portugal. The next named storms of the season will be Lee, Margot and Nigel. Special note about NHC cone: the forecast path shows most likely path to center of storm. It does not show full width or affects storm. And center of storm is likely to be outside cone up to 33 time. Tropical Depression 13 expected to turn into a major hurricane location 2,425 miles